it's less than a week to go in the election, and it is tightening up. The Liberal Party had a lead. Some polls said more than a 10-point lead, but now it's neck and neck. According to all the polls I've seen as late as today, the Liberals do have a lead, but it's within the margin of error. What is happening? Are they deflating? Is a honeymoon wearing off? Are people starting to think about other issues besides Trump? Joining us now to talk about this is my old friend and former president of the Liberal Party of Canada. His name is Stephen LeDrew, and he's a journalist in his own right. Stephen, great to see you again.
Love to be with you, Ezra, as always.
Well, thank you for joining us. You were part of the Liberal Party corporate structure. You were the president of them a generation ago. Who is behind the scenes of Mark Carney? Because he sort of was planted here. He's been away for a decade. Before we get into how the campaign's going, who are the party bosses running things? Is there an old guard? Is there who are the insiders? Is it Gerald Butts again?
Yes, it is Gerald Butts. Let me just go back and provide some background to it. I was president, the longest serving president. I put in literally tens of thousands of hours of volunteer time to the Liberal Party when it was a Liberal Party. It stood for fiscal responsibility and social progressiveness. And the party has really been dismantled over the last 12 or 13 years by Justin Trudeau, or actually more specifically, not Justin, but by Mr. Butts, who you mentioned, and Katie Telford. They were the operatives for Trudeau. And their intention was to wipe out the party. The Liberal Party was an institution, as you well know, the most successful political party in the world. And it had members. You had to buy a membership. You had to, really, it worked at making itself a social political party. Now, it's not a political party. It is the Justin Party, notwithstanding that there's a new leader. Mr. Butts is still there in charge. He ran Mr. Trudeau for the last 10 years as Prime Minister. He ran the Premier of Ontario before that. And he has reduced the party, Ezra, to a show of just 2 or 3 people. And that was evident when people saw Carney being sworn in as Prime Minister, Ezra. And I watched that. And there was Mr. Butts near the front row, right behind the cabinet ministers, at that swearing in at the Governor General's house, Rideau Hall. He is still there. He is still calling the shots and causing things to move in his direction. He hired the Prime Minister's wife for a company called Eurasia out of New York. Eurasia consults with other countries around the world, other companies around the world. It has made millions of dollars from contracts with the Canadian government when, in fact, Butts' best friend, Justin, was the Prime Minister. So it's a very inside crew. It used to be that the insiders numbered hundreds, senators, MPs, volunteers like myself. Now the only people that really count are just a few people who are running the show. And they, I'm told as recently as yesterday, are quite convinced that they are going to have a majority government after Monday night. As you pointed out, Ezra, the polls are tightening. I voted in a rural community in the advanced poll, and as you and your listeners and viewers know now, the highest advanced poll turnout ever. Usually, and you and I have been around politics for a few years, Ezra, usually that, to my mind, is let's kick the bums out. We want to get rid of these people, get new people in there. But this is a crazy campaign. It's been a very unique campaign, as you have and your reporters have cataloged since the start. It's a very unique campaign. There's a fair degree of insanity. I think that for Canadians to be worried that Trump is going to turn us into a 51st state is insane. The mainstream media keeps playing that. What's he going to do? Send in the army and take over Canada? I mean, this is just some Canadians, as a result of the media, mainstream media, have the wrong ideas, the wrong concerns. I think that Canada should be concerned about its disintegrating economy, about its disintegrating society, and look at Carney who, as you say, has not been in Canada for years and years, has never been elected. There's an article in the Toronto Sun today that I penned saying that we need a parliamentarian. We aren't electing a president, one person in charge. And the Canadians think that from the American media and mainstream media. We elect MPs, as you well know, Ezra. You're well versed in this. You've been in Ottawa for years and years, and you know the system. It's a parliamentary democracy. We elect MPs. The most MPs in one party have their leader who becomes prime minister. To become prime minister, as you well know as well, is not an easy job. You have to know parliament. You have to know committees. You have to have the give and take. You have to know how to work out policy with your own party members in opposition. Carney has never done any of that. I mean, we are electing, or seemingly, if the polls are accurate, and Liberal insiders are accurate, Ezra, we are putting somebody in that job who has never been elected dog catcher, much less a member of parliament. So I think it's a crazy time, Ezra.
Oh, hi, it's Ezra Levant here in Toronto with an important message because we need your help. Independent journalism in Canada is under attack. Government censors, big tech deplatformers, and the dying legacy media are all working together to maintain exclusive control on the information you receive. They don't want you to hear other voices like ours, and they really don't want you to be informed and to think for yourself. That's why the work we do here at Rebel News is so important. Our on-the-ground reporting, independent news shows, and special content you won't find anywhere else. It's all designed to give you trustworthy information and alternative viewpoints so you can decide for yourself. We don't get government money, and we are not owned by some big global conglomerate. We're funded by people just like you, so please support independent journalism and help us continue our work by subscribing and becoming a Rebel News Plus member today, right here on the page. Go to rebelnewsplus.com.